You're with Julian on the Brown Note playing Massive catch up with a review of Black Country New Roads live at Bush Hall. I started the Brown Note review channel with a review of Ants from Up There because I gave it 10 out of 10. It's the only new release album I've given 10 out of 10 to. It ended up being joint album of the year with Rosalia's Motomami, so I'd probably give that. I gave that a 9.5, and I reviewed them both in the same week. I think it was like the best week of music. So what happened is their second album, Ants from Up There, consolidated the English indie band, a part of that wave of British indie that has been so great. Squid, Black Midi, and even bands that I haven't been that amazingly fond of, Dry Cleaning and Wet Leg. But it's the best time for British indie. And it propelled Black Country New Road to the forefront, largely because they invoked this kind of... Whereas Black Midi and Squid and those bands had very art house music, Black Country had this very emotional music that harked back to Arcade Fire, sort of funeral era, which really wed them to the lead singer Isaac Wood, and his lyrics and vocal performances sort of set them apart. And then when the album came out to universal acclaim, he quit the band for mental health problems, which was like Isaac Brock leaving Modest Mouse or Morrissey leaving the Smiths. It was a huge deal. And apparently, like a year and a half later, he's working in a cake shop or something. He like, for mental health reasons, he just backed off from the life entirely. I still hope that one day he's going to come back. So what did the band do? They're at a pinnacle. They've got one of the best, for me, the joint best album of the year, and they've lost their totemic vocalist and lyricist. A hugely enigmatic figure. What do you do? Do you do another album? They immediately said they were going to keep going and not play any of the old music. And what they've done, I think, is a masterstroke. They've released live at Bush Hall. So they've done a live album. And what I think it shows is the evolution of a lot of music that will probably end up on their next album. And it's great stuff. So the vocals are split, really interestingly, between three people. Surnames Hyde, Kershaw and Evans. Evans is the guy. But Georgia Ellery is in the band Black Country New Road, and the terrific vocalist in the band Jockstrap. Both were in my albums of the year last year. She doesn't do any of the vocals here. So there's like the depth of talent in this band. Hyde, what's her first name? Hyde is Tyler Hyde? Yeah, is a standout and does most of the heavy lifting on this one. So I'll go through track by track quickly. Up Song is the song of the year. It's amazing. It opens it. It's got that sort of rush of Chaos Space Marine. Even Queens of the Stone Age's Feel Good Hit the Summer. It's got great horns, and the chorus is so goofy and cringe-inducingly brilliant. Look at what we've done together, BCNR, friends forever. If anyone deserved a comic book theme tune, it's Black Country New Road, and it immediately undercuts a lot of the very sort of intense seriousness of that Isaac Wood era. It's the song of the year so far for me. The Boy, Summer Kershaw, it's got this sort of like Celtic reverie, Bjork-like, I would say, not for the last time on this album. Bit of a eulogy, and also an Irish jig, different mood, multi-part, which is what they're quite well known for. I Won't Always Love You. Interesting direction. It's got a sort of musical vibe to it. Bertolt Brecht. Why isn't Georgia Ellery singing on these songs? Like, her vocal performances on as Jockstrap are brilliant. The male vocal Across the Pond is probably the least interesting track, maybe. But it still showcases the whole band. There's a romantic sway to Laughing Song. Again, the horns are really, really good. But it's a bit of a dirge. So overall, there are a few that are sort of a little bit less exciting. Again, The Wrong Trousers, slow intro, a bit samey. But it really reminded me of the song The Impossible Dream for some reason, which you've definitely heard because it's been covered by everybody. The track 7 is the big one, Turbine/Pigs. They're known for like 9-minute plus songs with multiple parts. So I thought it was pretty amazing. Again, a little bit Bjork quiet at the start. Don't waste your pearls on me. It is the closest here to Snow Globes, which is my track of the year, which is a 9-minute Isaac Wood one. And obviously this, I would imagine, to be the cathartic centerpiece of the next Black Country New Road album. Dancers is probably the second most compelling melody on the album after Up, and then we get a slower reprise of the Up song. So, you know, some of it's a little bit more sort of middling than the absolute amazing landmark Ants from Up there, but there's still so much here that shows the future of the band, even without their iconic lead singer, that it really made me feel good about the future. And Up song is my song of the year so far. So 7.5 out of 10 for Live at Bush Hall by Black Country New Road. These are going to be short reviews because I've got so many of them.